Shalom, shalom. First of all, I want to give the highest honor, glory, and all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha Kwadash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone who teach and do rule well. And among other things, peace and salutations to the hopefully elect, my fellow laborers who do this in truth and sincerity. Shalom. Yeah, the picture that you see over here is Russian troops. You know, you see what he's holding on his shoulder. You know, and yeah, man, this war is imminent, man. The things are really cooking up between Ukraine and the NATO and yeah, you see everything is start to unfold, man. Unfold, Salakia. And as is prophesied in the scriptures, matter of fact, let me go over there. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And yeah, man, the second woe, that was the Second World War, is past, and the third woe, and woe means war, is coming quickly. And we are in the first stages of this third world war, as foretold in the scriptures, man. And we can see in it in the NLT, they said the second terror is past, but look, the third terror is coming quickly. And yeah, because war is terror, because there is destruction, there is famine, a lot of casualties, and that is a terror, man, you know. So with no further ado, let me go to the video, play this clip.
US intelligence is pointing to an imminent Russian invasion of Ukraine. There's been a flurry of phone calls between the US, Ukrainian and Russian leaders, and it doesn't seem that anything has been resolved. Joining me live now is Colonel Douglas McGregor, former senior advisor to the US Secretary of Defense. Thanks so much for your time. What is your take on what we're seeing publicly at the moment? It seems there's been phone calls, the US President Joe Biden once again warning that the US will step in if Russia invades. Is it now looking inevitable?
Well, I think it probably is. Keep in mind that the core issue for the Russians is a very straightforward one. They don't want any foreign forces or...
And this is what the prophets and from the apostles and up and down was telling you, that this would happen, man, you know. And this was prophesied in the scriptures, man, that this is something that is going to happen. And why is it going to happen? Because this kingdom is going to end, man. This whole empire of the Edomites is going to end, man. So Yahushai can establish the new kingdom, man, you know. And also these Christians who think like, hey, man, the Most High that they call ignorant Jesus, Yahushai, he's coming to bring peace and gonna save everybody, you know, and so-called, and this is always who believes, but that is ain't gonna happen, man. Matter of fact, let me go to a scripture. Bear with me. Luke 12 and 51. Come, and this is in written in red, so this is Yahushai speaking. Let me highlight it for the moment. Come. Yeah, man. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. And the Most High, Yahushua, ain't coming to bring peace and with everybody be happy together. That is not just going to happen. The second coming of our Lord and Savior, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, he's coming with a sword, man, you know. And the NLT says, do you think I have come to bring peace to the earth? No, I have come to divide people against each other. And what has happened on this particular moment? The vision, man. You know, the Most High is dividing all the nations, man. All the people, everywhere, man. And especially, between these Edomites, man. You know, because their rulership is come to an end. Like prophesied thousands of years ago, man. Thousands of years ago that this would happen, man. And it is for us, that's our salvation. That's why the apostles and the archeons who are teaching this word, the elect, the hopeful elect, we cannot wait till everything is pop off, man, because we know then we are closer to our salvation, man. You know, and that's why the Most High is sending the vision, man. Let me go to another precept. Bear with me, because this is about to happen, man. And a lot of people said that we don't live anymore in biblical times, but we're still in biblical times, man, because a lot of these prophecies are not fulfilled yet, you know. And we can see that, and especially if you got the Spirit upon you, you can see those things, man. Because if you know, we start to know in the scriptures, you're also coming closer to Yahweh Shem Yahushai to know Him. Because if you don't know that, what you say, we were a brute beast. Before we were all brute beasts, man, because you didn't know the scriptures. Khan, Salakia, want to add that a little bit to it, you know. But yeah. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an unappointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And this whole prophecy, the third world war, the third woe, it is gonna happen. If you think nothing is gonna happen, or everything is it's gonna be normal, it's gonna this is only talk and blah blah blah. No, man, these things are gonna happen, man. You know, and at the end it shall speak, and it is speaking loud and clear now, man. We're hearing these things, man. Let me go to the NLT. This vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. You see, it seems slow in coming. Wait patiently, and it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. Yeah, because the Most High, if He says something, it's gonna happen, man. You know. Matter of fact, bear with me. God, this is Hebrews 6, this is Hebrews 6, verse 18, Salakia. That by two immutable things is which it was impossible for Yahweh to lie, we might have a strong consolation, Salakia, who have fled for refuge to lay hold upon the hope set before us. And come, man, this is that's why the Most High cannot lie, man. It is impossible. And what they call us, faith-based Israelites, that because we believe in this, you know, in this truth, man. You know, so they are, yeah, you Hebrew Israelites, you're faith-based. Yeah, we are faith-based because it is all about faith, man. You know, faith and hoping for the things that we see that is coming to pass, man. And we see that these things are coming to pass, man. And it's only boosting up your faith, man. You know, let me go to that word immutable. In the Greek, let me look what it means, you know. Yeah.
Strong's G 4229.
No. It's a strong G 276, and the word is
Strong's G 276. Ametathetos.
And that means not transposed, not to be transferred, fixed, unalterable. And if we go over here, unchangeable is also, you know, because it is the Most High don't change. He don't change, man. You know, if the words that he said, he don't change it, man. It's gonna be like that, man. You know. So yeah, man. Yeah, I'm working from my phone, but my phone, the screen is not well, so sometimes it jumps to all kinds of things, man. So salakia for that if you see that happen, you know. I try to do my best that it stays a little bit stable, but I need to bring it away. But yeah, man, it's like a while it's like that, you know. So I try to make in the future more on my computer, man, because my computer also had a few problems. So that's why I also couldn't do a lot of lessons. I have a lot of lessons on deck, but I gotta push them out now, man, because my computer is fixed from tomorrow, and I can do more lessons from the computer, man. So Salakia. But yeah, let's go into it, to the NLT. So Yahweh has given both his promise and his oath. These two things are unchangeable. You see and that is that word immutable, you know, because it is impossible for Yahweh to lie. Therefore we who have fled to him for refuge can have great confidence as we hold to the hope that lies before us. Yeah, man, faith-based Israelites, how they like to call us, faith-based Hebrew Israelites. Yeah, I'm proud to be a faith-based Hebrew Israelite, because without faith you have nothing, man, you know. But I don't want to go off too much, you know, because I want to stick to the point, and that is about that ineffable war that is about to come, man, between the NATO and Russia, man. So let me go to the video again, to the clip.
Or missiles from the United States stationed on Ukrainian soil. And that's why they do not want Ukraine to become a member of NATO. So this entire crisis could have been avoided if we'd simply agreed to not expand NATO. A perfectly reasonable suggestion from the Russians, in my judgment. But now they have all of the forces in place. Some people think they still want more time, but I think they've got what they need. They have an integrated air defense capability that reaches from the Gulf of Finland down to the Black Sea. They can now strike at any targets in Western Europe that may host U.S. forces that for any reason would try to interfere with them. Now, clearly, the president has told his military leadership, we will not intervene. And I'm sure that we have no intention of doing so, simply because we're in no position to fight a war in Eastern Europe against the Russians.
So why do you say that? Because Joe Biden has said to the Ukrainian leader, apparently, that he will not tolerate, the US will just not stand by if there is a Russian invasion. So how does this play out?
It's all bluff, man, you know, because Russia is not that weak. They never been that weak, but they are really, they have the nuclear ability to fight America, man, and also the whole Western Europe, man, and they know that, man, you know. It is all, you know, puffing out the chest and all these things, you know what I'm saying? But Putin ain't having it, man, because you need to see it like that, man. They try to station their weapons in his backyard, man. And what is that? That is your enemy is now stationing weapons in your backyard. That is not good, man. That's why he wants them out of there, man. You know, because Ukraine is still his backyard, man. It is his. This is at the border of Russia, man. So yeah, of course Putin ain't having it. You need to picture yourself that Russia gonna station their weapons in Mexico or Canada. Hey, the United States ain't having that too neither, man. So why they are doing that to Russia? Because Russia is not weak, man. It's not a pushover, man. They can do it with all these countries, you know, what they want, and you know, and put weapons at the borders, and you know, invade countries. But with Russia, this is a whole different ball game, man. Russia ain't having that, man. And yeah, so right, man.
we're being told that an invasion, an all-out war, could be coming within days, and I guess we're being fed propaganda by all sides.
Well, again, the United States and its leadership, since Biden took office, has been very hostile to Moscow on every conceivable issue. And I think Mr. Putin has called their bluff. We simply don't have the ground forces in place, neither do our European allies. We don't have the air and missile defense forces in place. We cannot interfere in this without being drawn into a war that, frankly, in Central East Europe, we cannot win. So I think Mr. Putin has called the bluff. And I think his message is very clear to the Germans, the Poles, and the others in Central East Europe. And that is, in this part of the world, Russia is the decisive power. No one can rescue you from us if we decide to move in. That's a very powerful message, and that's about to be sent.
This is really concerning for the United States, isn't it? It's got echoes of Obama's red line in Syria. I mean, if Biden doesn't follow through on his threats, you're looking at a weakened Western ally.
Well, I think you're right. And I think it's time for the Europeans to understand what Donald Trump tried to tell them for 4 years, which is that we in the United States cannot be your first responder. You must be prepared to defend yourselves. And in the event of a crisis, we can assist, but we cannot move forces across the Atlantic in short enough time to make any difference. This is a different world. We don't control the oceans as we once did. We can't ensure that we can put 150,000 troops on the ground that are capable of fighting. Right now, we're sending light forces. It's almost a joke, frankly. We're about to embarrass ourselves by sending anyone. So I think at the end of this, I would expect NATO to begin to break up. I don't think it's going to survive.
Yeah, man, and that was also prophecy, man, that the NATO is gonna break up, man. And what is gonna happen? They're gonna turn their back against America, man, the Great Whore, man. That is all prophecies, man. You know. Matter of fact, let me go over there. God, this is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Yeah, man. So these allies, the NATO, that's why he was hearing what the guy was saying. That the NATO is gonna break up, man, because they already are divided now, you know. Because France was like, no, we ain't gonna fight America's war, man, you know. There was about like, no, man, we ain't want to be involved in that, man, because America is making their troubles and they want us to go in and fight their battles, man. We ain't gonna do that, man. Even Germany is, you know, like they don't know for like, you know, man, we don't want to be involved in that, you know. Here in the Netherlands, they like, hey, they always, yeah, how you call it? They're like, they're always like, hey, America's our big brother, you know, because the Edomites over here, they are really pro-America, you know. So they do everything what America wants, man. You know, but they also gonna feel it because Putin don't forget these things, man. Like, hey, oh, you send troops also, oh, you helping too, okay, you know, you're gonna get it too, man. You know, so, and if America is destroyed, what you people in the Dutch with your small army and everything, what you gonna do, man? You're gonna cry, man. You're gonna cry wolf, man. You know, so these countries, the European countries, they're gonna turn, man. That's why he was saying that this is gonna make the NATO gonna break off, man. Break up, and that is, you see it, man. It's the prophecies, man. Let me go to the NLT real quick. Verse 7. All your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you and you won't even know about it. So that is what happened. That's why Macron is talking with Putin already, you know, and they're like, hey, man, we don't count us in, man. We are down with you. And you know what I'm saying? That is what is happening, man. You know, so the division is there, man. Like I was reading in Luke 12 and 51, man. And this is what Yahushua, he brings the vision, man. You know, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is bringing that vision now, man. You know, to ultimately to do his bidding and his work, man. To come and save the elect, man. Because that is all about the elect, you know. And establish his kingdom on earth, man. What is promised, man. Yeah, man. So let me go back to that clip.
Right now, we're sending light forces. It's almost a joke, frankly. We're about to embarrass ourselves by sending anyone. So I think at the end of this, I would expect NATO to begin to break up. I don't think it's going to survive this crisis.
Okay, one final question, because here in Australia, we're concerned about rising Chinese aggression. China will be looking very closely at what happens with Russia and Ukraine. If we don't have a strong response there, if the West doesn't have a strong response there, might China take that as a positive for it?
Yeah.
Well, first you're going to have...
And that is another thing, man. China's also on the corner lurking like, hey, what's happening? And they see like America, Babylon the Great whore, is weak, man. Because why? You can see if a kingdom is declining, you see all kinds of abomination in that kingdom, man. You know, and that is what you're seeing in America nowadays, man. You got in the office, you got all kinds of alphabetic persons over there, you know, all kinds of wickedness. They make all kinds of wicked laws that it is okay, you know. Even the little children thing they want to normalize, you know. So it is all kinds of madness is happening, but you know, and then you can see that is a decline of a kingdom, man. All these so-called great kingdoms, the Babylonian kingdom, the Romans, the Greece, and all these so-called great kingdoms, you know, they went down because of all the abomination what was going on, and the Most High made the end to it. And this is also because they are thinking in their inward part that in the inward parts, they're thinking that this kingdom is going to continue forever and ever, but that ain't going to happen. And they are so proud, and they like be like, yeah, about 50 years from now we do this. It ain't going to happen, Jack. You know, you're at your at the last end of your or you're at the end, man. You know, you're at the last end, man. This now the new kingdom what is going to come is from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But let me go to a quick precept, man. I don't want to make this too long, man. Let me go to a quick precept, man. The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 10. Yeah, I want to have 10. Come. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 10. All they that speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Yeah, man. And these are these nations, man. They ask you like, hey, man. Well, I was saying like China is lurking on the corner, and they be like, hey, America's not that tough guy, that big bully, the big bully of the earth, man. That policeman of the earth. He ain't that anymore, man. You know. And now these nations are also like, hey, man, you art thou also become weak as we, you know. Hey, you're on the same level. Maybe I can get the upper hand of you, man. Let me go to the NLT. With one voice, they all cry out, and that is how these nations, now you are as weak as we are, you know. Because that everybody see like, that's why what you're hearing in this clip, you know, this news clip, America don't have it anymore, man. Russia's not afraid of America, you know. It was all bluff, but now they're admitting that they don't have the ground troops and the forces to stop so-called in the invasion of Ukraine by Russia, man. It was all bluff. You see? So these nations are saying like, hey, man, America, you're weak, man. It's all big talk, man. Because they got nuclear missiles, too. They got nuclear missiles, too. They know like, hey, man, you touch me, I touch you, man. So America is, that's why they call her the Virgin whore, because she's never touched before, man. But it's soon gonna happen. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is gonna destroy that place utterly, man. And hey, but the hopefully elect, man, the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai gonna protect them and take them out of that hellhole, man. You know. And also over here, man, because we cannot be on the earth, especially if Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. If Yahushai is gonna come, man, you know, he's coming with a shout on this earth, man. You know, he coming with, he gonna come with great fury and great wrath, man, on this earth, man. Everything's gonna tremble, man. So yeah, man, let's go to that clip again.
To prove to me that the Chinese are being aggressive militarily anywhere. They certainly aren't prepared to invade Southeast Asia. They are not preparing to invade Korea, and they absolutely are not prepared to try and invade Taiwan. Those things aren't going to happen. So I don't sign on for this picture of the aggressive military power in China.
No.
I think that you've got to talk to the Chinese and do business with them.
Do you buy the economic dominance in which they are seeking, the diplomatic influence as a precursor to that?
Well, the economic influence is real, and that is, it's up to you and others in Asia who have now signed, and I think you are signatories to the RCEP, the Regional Economic Comprehensive Program, which gives you effectively free trade access to the Chinese economy. So is Japan. I think as long as you understand the limits of Chinese influence and you understand what's at stake, then you can pick and choose from what you will or will not do. The Japanese are very good at that, and the Japanese have signed on for this, and I would follow their lead because the Japanese are very, very familiar with China and vice versa.
Colonel Douglas McGregor, great to talk to you this morning. Appreciate it. We'll speak soon.
Gone. I want to bring out the last precept and then I'm going to close out. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia, woe unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourself with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Yeah, man, because the Lord, he sent that sword upon you, man, and nobody gonna turn this back, man. There's all these things what is happening, man, now, gearing up to war. Nobody can stop this, man, because why? This is prophesied, man. This is prophecy. This is the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. You know, a fire is sent among you, and who might quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may driven them away? Yeah, man, and you see that, man. The plagues are sent, man, and the Most High, the sword that is sending, that is gonna be the terminal nuclear missiles, man. These missiles is gonna fall upon Babylon, man. That is the weapons of indignation from the Lord, man. It is from the Lord, man. He created the smith, man, to create these weapons, man. And the scientists of Russia and of America and all these countries, he put that in their heart to create these weapons, man, for the day of destruction of these nations, man. You know. And Esau was blessed with the sword, but he also gonna die by the sword, man, because that is also prophesied, man. But yeah, man, we seeing these things are unfolding, you know, and of course, the MOTB got to come first, you know, because that is the prophecy, and the Most High is not a man that can lie. We just was reading that, and yeah, man, we seeing what is going on. These are the rumors of war, you know, and the end is not yet. So we got to hold on a little bit, but we closely to the end, man. Hey, to your Akia, man, and your few sisters, man, who are occupied in this word, man, in truth and sincerity, man. We almost home, man. Ain't gonna be long anymore, man, and we're gonna be at home, man. We're gonna have rest, man. Jacob gonna have rest, man. The whole seed of Jacob, and I mean the remnant, you know. We're gonna have rest, man. It's gonna happen soon, man. But these things has gotta happen first, man. And till then, man, we need to yeah, man, we need to hold on, man, to the faith and in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh, man, because that is all we have, man. We got nothing left, man. So, yeah, man. With that, I hope you've been edified. Up to the next one. Shalom.